Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Hey Dr. Ivy Girl. Hey Davion. It is time to get into this latest episode of the challenge, and I can tell y'all right now, I was bored. I don't think I ever scrolled TikTok more during the episode of the challenge than I ever have. Like, I was so unconcerned about what was going down because I pretty much already knew what was going down. I ain't wear my lip gloss in good. It was very clear after we saw how the daily challenge shook out, who was going in against who, pretty much who was going home, because Josh ain't do nothing but cry 95% of the episode. And I was over it. So we're going to start out a little bit different today. This challenge chat is not going to be that long, fingers crossed, because Survivor was more interesting. Because, I usually do Survivor first, then the challenge, but I felt like Survivor was more interesting, so I made it the last show of the night. We're going to talk about some things that I seen go down on Twitter. I'm going to say a couple of things about this episode, and then we're going to let it go. Next week, please be better. Matter of fact, I think we're just at the point of the challenge this season where let's just run the final. We see how the alliances are shaped. We know how this is going to shake out. Let's just run the final. But anyway, hey AM, let's start with the first tweet. Can y'all guess who the first tweet is about? Of course. Laurel and Norris. Like, does Laurel want to sleep with? Like, I don't understand the obsession. Now, one thing I will say, Laurel does do a lot of responding. So let's not drag Laurel too much. She does do a lot of responding. People stay with her name in their mouth. But I don't even want to talk about this. Because Laurel said, Norris, so sorry, your man wanted me first, and you're his sloppy, very sloppy seconds. And she later went on into another tweet where she said that his friends and family don't even like her, and don't worry, he'll be single soon, whatever. And then Horacio had to jump in and say, quit talking about my lady. He had to put up a video of Norris with his friends and family saying, oh, they love her. Look, we don't care. I just want Laurel to stop with Norris. Now, I want to stop sharing for 1 second because I want to say this, and I want to say it and it to be very clear. There was a tweet where Laurel was responding or checking, however, tweeting about Norris, and she spelled her name wrong. And there were many challengers who jumped in and said, that's too much, Laurel. It's racist to spell her name wrong. You know how to spell her name. Now, Laurel, you do know how to spell her name. Because in all the other tweets, you were spelling her name correctly. And now in this one tweet, you spelled it incorrectly. I just want to say to all of the castmates, that's y'all line. That's y'all line. Because usually, let's call the spades over here on Kiss My Cheeks TV. We've seen all kind of racist BS go down on this show. I don't care who started it. Cokie Laurel did start it, probably. But we've never seen the cast outside of when Laurel said whatever she said to Cara Maria, put Abram in her face. And the cast, most of the cast spoke out against that. We've never seen the cast speak out against racism on social media that they've seen done on this show. I haven't, and I be on Twitter. I be on the challenge Twitter. I see other people tweeting, but not the cast. The cast came out in full effect. You know how to spell her name. You shouldn't. And I'm like, ain't nobody say nothing when Bananas and his cousin was calling Cheyenne Shaniqua. Ain't nobody step up. Leroy made a whole hour-long YouTube video calling out the cast, production of about all that racist shit Camilla was doing, and nobody backed up Leroy. Like, Leroy, yeah, you're right. None of that. Not even his best friend. But Laurel misspelling Norris is the line. I just want to make sure I understand the line. Okay, that's the line. Moving on, because I don't want to get into the racism of the show. What's next? This one I do want you all's opinion about. They said there is some Big Brother players rumored to be on the next season of the challenge. And this is who they put out there. The first one is Jared. Is that Blue Kitty? What was her name? Blue Kitty? I don't forget. Jag, Matt. The two other ladies at the bottom, I don't even know. Hey, Eric. Damn it, I can't remember their names. I know that's Blue Kitty underneath Jared, but who's the blonde and who's the black lady? I done forgot their names. The black lady looked familiar, but didn't she go home first? I want to call her Kima, but I know that's not Kima. Was her name Kima? Who cares? I'm here for the whole top row. I feel like all the ladies on the bottom row, her name is Kristen. Which one is Kristen? The white girl or the black girl, AM? Because I don't know the two on the bottom row. I only know Blue Kitty. Which one is Kristen? Or Kirsten? I'm here for Jared. I feel like Jared... I just like Jared. Anybody associated with Suri, I'm gonna like them. So I'm here for Jared. I'm actually here for Jag and Matt. Matt would be at least a good physical competitor. I don't know what Jag would do, but I do want to see the representation. So I would like Jag to be on there. Kirsten is on the right. The black girl. Okay. All right. I just feel like all the ladies are going to be layups. All the ladies are here to politic, as they call it on the challenge. Right, Davion. I thought she went home first. Well, who was the white girl? Because I don't know her either. The white girl looks like somebody Bananas just wants to flirt with. I'm here for the top row, not the bottom row. Meanwhile, I'm not getting into that, Dabu. Riley. Lord, I don't know Riley. What season was she on? I don't remember no Riley at all. You know, we watch Big Brother over here. She was the second boot. Okay. I guess these people were all on the same season. I don't remember the white girl at all. But okay. Up next. And we've already heard so many people are not coming back for season 41 that they probably need some Big Brother people in here because a lot of people are taking breaks. Riley was beefing with Hassan. I remember Hassan. I don't remember. Girl, I just don't remember you. Anyway, these are some more tweets. There was another tweet where Rachel or someone misspelled Michelle's name. And Rachel got all on Twitter talking about her name is 1L, not 2. And I want to say this, Rachel and anybody else that's concerned. That's why we call her Purple Jacket. We all know how to spell Purple Jacket. And every Michelle that I've ever known in life has always had 2 L's in her name. Every Michelle I've known. Now, I don't know, it could be a Black people thing, but I've always known Michelle to have 2 L's. So if someone, I could understand being upset that Laurel misspelled Norris because she knew how to spell Norris. But misspelling Michelle and you just mess up with the 2 L's, Y'all need to get over that. I did see Tina get into it with somebody. She talking about punching Rachel. I'm tired of that. Here's Tina. Hey, Tina, I changed my number. Still got the phone, though. Stay out of it. No one asked you. Beth, I guess, came in the chat. Rachel who bullies. Oh, Beth said Rachel bullies women on past challenges and took naked photos of Tanya. She's not a girl's girl. Beth, that's one part of being on a challenge over 20 years ago. We don't remember what the hell Rachel was doing on the challenge 20 years ago. I know I don't. I don't remember what Rachel was doing. And I remember Tina got in there and said she felt like going punching somebody. Where the hell is Beth? Beth, you better stay out of it. You better stay out of it. Right. I didn't know Cam had a GoFundMe because of Are You the One. I've never watched Are You the One, so I didn't even know Cam was on it. But once a year, Beth shows us why Tina punched her in the face. Okay. What else went down so we could talk about the episode? Considering the fact they spent years not fans of each other before, I want to talk about this before Battles of the Eras. How do you feel about their alliance this season? I do want to talk about this. There was a point of the show. Let's just say it. Because we ain't got to talk about them riding on that semi-truck, do we? And punching them circle dots. I really don't want to talk about that part of the episode. Like, no. Rachel won the daily along with Derek. Derek went head to head against Jordan and he whooped Jordan's ass. He whooped his ass. We ain't gonna make light of it because no one expected Derek to even do well. I expected Derek to be in the bottom this week going against Corey or Josh. But Derek won. Shout out to Derek. Ultimately, it's Rachel's decision who goes in, and we all know Rachel's is BFFs with Bananas this season. They showed us the flashback of what was that? Battle of the Eras? I thought it was the island. It could have been, I don't know, whatever season it was, where Bananas sent Rachel home, and Rachel was looking at Bananas with fire in her eyes. And they haven't been on a season since. And Rachel did say, I'm happy I got to do this season with you. I think you're a really cool person, blah, 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 blah. The whole house was in Rachel's ear like, it'd be really cool if you do in Bananas. No one wants to see Bananas in the final. Why don't we throw in Bananas? I think because of that elimination, it wouldn't have mattered who Rachel threw in that elimination. Josh was going home, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. They did exes together. Okay, I'm just going by the flashback. Y'all know my memory bad. I don't remember them doing nothing. I want to say this about Rachel this episode. We already knew when Rachel won, she was saving Bananas. She's never worked with Corey this season. Corey is cool. Corey got 11 kids. We all know that. But Rachel has been working with Bananas all season. We all know that if you cross Bananas in these games, you might not be asked back. If you do get asked back, Bananas is gunning for you, and Bananas is a very powerful person in the challenge realm until he retires. I never expected Rachel to cross Bananas once I saw that she won. Never. Cara asked, Derek was like, I'd rather see Corey in the final over Bananas, but you know, it just wasn't going to happen. And I'm not mad because Rachel, for the most part, did play her game with Era too. It irritates me and I find it very corny to be called a Bananas angel. I think Rachel is above that. Last week, I like that they called themselves Rachel's Angels. But at the end of the day, I just expected Rachel to pick Corey, and it is what it is. I'm telling you, that's why I scrolled TikTok half the episode, because we already knew how it was going to go down. Bananas has been doing lots of work behind the scenes on his podcast, and I did notice because he talked to Wes. And Wes was like, he would love to have done this season, but he doesn't have the time to prepare for the shows. And Banana was like, I call BS. You over there on the House of Villains. You doing this on the Traitors. Is he on Traitors? I don't think Wes did Traitors yet. I can't remember. But you're doing all these other shows, and Wes set it up perfectly. He said, when it comes to the challenge, it's not just packing your bag and showing up in Vietnam. You have to make 100 phone calls. You got to create your 87-person alliance. Then you got to create a 24-person alliance of the 87 that you really, really down with. And you got to make sure you call everybody. But he was like, the behind the scenes work on the challenge is so much, he doesn't have time to do it anymore. And I understand. Bananas does have the time, I guess. I guess. I can accept Rachel strategically aligned and even mending fences with Bananas. I can too. But she's playing in our face by acting like she's been a good person and like they never had beef. Some people have to let it go. Like, wasn't that 20 years ago? Like, I would be more upset if she came on. I don't know. I don't care. I personally would have liked to see Rachel throw in Bananas, but I just knew it wasn't going to happen. Not for Corey. Not for Corey. I'm sorry, Corey. You don't never have any friends. You need to go down to the College of West and learn how to create you an 87-person alliance, Corey, because I don't know if Nelson ever coming back. They did give Nelson a shout out. She's acting like she hasn't been talking about targeting Bananas on Twitter for like 10 years. The fakery is insulting. Really, Taj? See, I'm a bad YouTuber. Bad YouTuber. I didn't start following Rachel until this season of the challenge. So I don't know what Rachel was over there on Twitter talking about. Bananas. So I didn't know she was talking shit about him. I don't expect Bananas to cross Rachel. He's loyal to those who are loyal to him. I agree. That's why Rachel ain't crossed him. Hell, he just celebrated his gym being open a year with Cara. Right, so people can forgive. See, Bananas is also petty. Let me take this down for a second. Bananas is also petty because I totally feel like he only forgave and made amends with Cara because he knew Laura wasn't shit for giving him that 1 point. He knew Laura wasn't shit for giving him that 1 point. And he was like, all right, Laurel, you want to be like that? Cara, come on over here. Let me braid your hair. That was really cringe. I don't have that kind of forgiveness in my heart yet. Like, if we got beef for years, I could squash it. I could squash some things and say, okay, we ain't gonna have no more beef. But I ain't about to turn around and let you braid my hair. That was weird. People have a problem with Rachel and Bananas burying the hatchet, but then bitch and moan when Carl and Laurel still beefing. I'm over Carl and Laurel. Like, I don't even care if they don't bury the hatchet. Just stop. It's at a point now where I understand. Just stop. Like, I feel like Laurel kind of switched to Norris now, but I need Laurel to breathe and go pet a puppy or something and let all this shit go. It's not that deep. This is just for our entertainment value. Just stop. I know her head has to be spinning. And why do they... AM... I have to start reading these before I click the button. Jesus. It's only funny because it's true. It's only funny because it's true. I don't understand why Corey called Nelson. It was weird to me. Like, you could tell this episode was boring if they threw that phone call in there. Because I would have rather seen Corey call his kids, and I could see, oh, look how cute the kids are. They're growing up. I would have rather seen that than him talk to Nelson, because we already see Nelson all over Instagram. We've already seen, and I know I got the comment up here. We've already seen Nelson get his new, gosh, what do they call it? Prosthetic leg. I don't know the correct medical terminology, but we've seen him get his new prosthetic. We've seen Nelson jump, do ninja warriors. I've seen Nelson swimming in the lake, climbing fences, running a marathon. And here we are talking to Nelson about, oh, I go get my new leg or a prosthetic next week, and he's showing us his little stub. And I just was like, this is so weird, because in real time, we've already caught up with Nelson. So we didn't need that. I feel like we didn't need that. The only thing that I'm hoping with this flashback of Nelson is that the challenge will be open to him coming back. Because if MTV is done with Nelson, no forgiveness, no second chance, because we all know why he lost his leg. I ain't got to say it up here. We all know why he lost his leg. If they're going to shut Nelson down, then we don't need to see phone calls and all this other stuff. Shut him down. So the only thing I'm hoping is that, because they gave him a whole 30-minute segment. I mean, they gave Nelson a whole 30-minute segment. You know this episode was boring. I'm hoping they're open to letting him come back. Maybe 41, maybe 42. Because like I said, I follow Nelson on Instagram. He can do everything with that leg, with his new leg. Let him come back to the show. But anyway, what's next? Are we to the elimination? We'll come back to that. Let's get to the elimination, and then we'll get to Josh's points. Corey versus Josh, and what clearly is a football drill. My son played football from kindergarten all the way to his senior year in high school. He did not play football in college. I've seen every football drill that you can do. I used to have to take, Lord have mercy. I used to have to take him to every football camp every summer. I took him to 1 million football camps. This is nothing but a football drill where you run and try to tackle the person to stop them. The only difference is they got on boxing gloves instead of a damn football in their hand. Cokie, you ain't never lied. This was extremely embarrassing. As soon as I heard what the game was, I said, why are we doing this? Josh is losing. Ain't no puzzle at the end. They ain't got to run and jump over the hay bale and do a math equation. I said, Josh is losing. There's nothing Josh can do here. There's nothing. He can't outrun Corey. Even if he could get over that hay bale without falling, he's not fast enough. And the way Corey hurdled that hay bale, he's not strong enough to go against a D1 college football player in a tackle drill. MTV, I thought y'all liked Josh. Y'all gave all the puzzles to Michelle. They said Josh can't get a good old friendly puzzle. He got to do a football drill against a D1 football player. Like, this would have been an amazing elimination if it was Corey versus Fessy. I would love to see Corey and Fessy do this against each other. Even, I think Corey washes bananas. Corey washes bananas in this. I would have loved to see Corey versus Fessy do this. I know MTV is trying to get away from hall brawls. They said, I think I saw Theo or someone said Josh, not Josh, Paulie had some kind of concussion because of that hall brawl. Let's look at a picture of Josh falling over. I ain't had to put that up there. And they say people get really, really hurt after those hall brawls. So I feel like this elimination is a good substitute for the hall brawl because it requires speed and strength and force. And if you want to keep something physical, this is physical. I don't understand why they had to have boxing gloves on though, but whatever. Did Tori, we're gonna get to that. Let's get to that. Like Josh, he was falling all over the hay. You couldn't just get on top of the hay and run. Like Josh just wasn't fast enough. And he was set up to lose once he saw it. Because it was at one point, Bananas was like, and he's like, go on home, Josh. Just go on home. But I don't know. Zuda, I don't know about Fessy and CT in this one because I feel like CT is slower. And I feel like Fessy is going to outrun CT to the point where he's definitely going to get to the bell first. And I don't know if CT is fast enough to push him out the way. But I would love to see CT on offense and Fessy on defense. Like I think this is a good elimination, and I want to see it again. Josh can lose all the way he won. He'll never be an athletic person. He's never gonna win. I mean, they said the same thing about Corey's ass. It's a shame that Josh got a Sports Illustrated article written about him. I know you lying. Google. What's his last name? Martinez. Josh Martinez Sports Illustrated. What? Let's go ahead and talk about Survivor. Let's just go ahead and talk about Survivor. I don't know. Whoever is Josh's agent is working because he does all the reality shows. That's huge. Of all the people that can be like, why isn't Rachel on Sports Illustrated? She's the one with the workout class. Hell, even I rather Corey or people with Jordan. Why isn't Jordan on the Sports Illustrated? Y'all done blew me. Let's talk about his 1 point. Josh has the karma points and he gives Bananas, Rachel, and Tori 5s and everybody else a 1. Koki, don't nobody work harder. Don't nobody work harder than Josh's agent. I ain't never seen that. That's crazy. How you put somebody on Sports Illustrated and he ain't never did a sport? Look, Drew be knowing the tea. I don't give a damn. Josh this could have been day 1, challenge 1. Josh was not winning this against Corey. I don't see Josh winning this against anyone. Let's think who Josh, maybe Ryan. I don't see Josh beating nobody in this. But anyway, off of that, you're correct, Taj. Corey, Josh is your friend. Y'all got a whole scene. You're my family. You're my brother. I love you. You deserve to win this. I love you. I want you to win this. You deserve to win this one day. Okay. And then in the very next scene, Corey get 1 karma point. I don't agree with people. I feel like give the 1 point to the people you dislike. But I can understand you say, okay, Tori, Bananas, Who else he get 1, 2? And Rachel get a 5. You could have gave Corey a 3. If that's your family, hell, even a 4. All right, Koki. Josh could have probably beat Ryan, but nobody else. I kind of agree. Not Darrell if he if he slept on his back wrong. Maybe I don't even see him beating Derek, and Derek would have been hopping down the lane. Like Josh wasn't beating nobody at this. Anyway, that whole Sports Illustrated threw me off. It was a comment I wanted to come back to, and I done forgot already. But we getting ready to end this so we can talk about Survivor. What y'all say up here in not CT is chubby. A commercial break. I done forgot the comment. After last night, I don't think there's anything Josh can do to redeem himself as a competitor. I mean, because at least Devin can do a puzzle. What can Josh do? I mean, at this point, I don't think it's about winning the $500,000. A lot of these people, their appearance fee is probably higher than most of our salaries. And so they probably getting $75,000, $80,000 just to show up. And if they go home week 1, oh well. And if you're getting $75,000 just to show up, and then maybe a $5,000 per week per diem, if Josh can make it through 90% of the season, he done made his salary for the year. He chilling. So a lot of these people, I don't even think it's about the prize. They would love to have to be a challenge champ. They would love to have a $500,000 because who wouldn't? But I think that's why they have an 87-person alliance, because look, it's 87 of us. We at least gonna rack up $100K just by being entertaining on this show. And if Josh don't do nothing else, he gonna give us a good crying episode. I don't understand what his thing is with bananas. Right, Derek with the one knee, he would have still whooped Josh's ass. He probably could have outran Devin. You're right. He probably would have outran Devin. Maybe. I'm sorry. The picture of him falling over the hay bale is right here. So I'm like looking at it and laughing but he still would have fell over that hay. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, let's get off of here. I'm about to talk about Survivor next. I don't have any Survivor notes, so we definitely going to be winging it when it comes to Survivor. Please like this video. Thanks for chatting along. If you're in the rewatch gang, please get in the comments and let me know if you fell asleep or was scrolling TikTok like I was during this episode. Hopefully next week will give us something more to talk about. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I do monitor my YouTube studio. And my channel is like a little baby channel, and I love all of my subscribers. And I noticed a couple of people unsubscribed last week. And I know it's because I didn't have any content last week. And I am going to get better at being more consistent with my content. I just have to slow my schedule down. And I feel like now that it's cold outside, I'm not a winter girl. I'm not a winter girly at all. That maybe I'll be back in the content in the winter months. But I promise it's coming. So if you unsubscribe, please hit subscribe again. Your girl is I might be a couple of days late, but I'm going to do the reviews. I'm going to do the reviews. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy, please hit subscribe again or as well. Tyree would have whooped Josh's ass, because Tyree used to play football too. Tyree wins this. Easy. I just said Josh not beating nobody. Nobody. As long as it's the hay bale right there, he not beating nobody. But anyway, y'all, let's quit shading Josh. Let's get over to Survivor and have a good time with them. You will be whooshed over, so you don't have to hit any buttons. I will see you in a few seconds for the next live. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.